Hi you guys, welcome back to Foundation Friday. My voice is gonna be shot this whole video because I pulled an all-nighter, not last night, the night before that, and then slept to my death basically. So, sorry about that, but we're gonna get through it. I'm not sick or anything, I'm just a little tired. So, we're gonna be reviewing a brand new foundation today. This is the Makeup Forever Powder Foundation. So I've never reviewed a powder foundation before. At least I don't think I have, because I'm not really a powder foundation wearer, and I think I just kind of like dislike powder foundation overall, but I actually am starting to get into it because I really do like the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. But that's more of like a no makeup kind of day, and maybe we'll get into reviewing more powders so that I can kind of like know what's a good, really like good powder. I mean, I kind of know, but you know what I mean, guys? I'm a foundation wearer. We're gonna keep that in mind as we review the new Matte Velvet Skin Foundation Powder. I'm really not looking for a heavy look today anyway, so we're gonna test it out. I am going to try it on its own by itself. I do have a little bit of concealer on just to cover the dark circles and everything, because like I said, I pulled an all-nighter the night before last, and I'm just still dying from it. Let's just jump into this and let's see what we got here. So they did give me the Matte Velvet Skin Foundation in this little box. And they gave me 3 different shades of the powder. We have Y315, Y305, and Y245. So I am the darkest right now, so I'm gonna try Y315. So this is what it looks like. It's actually in a really cool compact. I don't like when brands waste a whole ton of space just for a little sponge. That's what's in here. I'm gonna just go in with one of my favorite powder brushes ever. This is the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Wand Ball Powder Brush. This is, I think, a mini one. They have other sizes too. They're basically all the same. And whenever I apply powder foundation, I like to tap. So I'm just gonna take the brush and just tap. I don't like to, I go like this like at the end. So first I'll tap around my whole face. So it's definitely matte because I'm not seeing any shine come out at all. I'm gonna go with, all of these shades are way too yellow for me, so I am not in my perfect shade right now, and this is definitely not the shade that I would have chosen for myself. With powders, you guys, I always go a shade lighter than I think I am. So if I think that I am, I don't know, number 3, I'll go to shade number 2 or 2.5, because powder on top of anything like wet. So if your skin, if you have primer underneath, or if I want to put concealer on, the powder usually gets darker. Now, I'm not really seeing that with this powder, which could be a really good thing, but I am seeing that it is way more yellow than I would like to go, and that's just up to preference. But it is a decent match, but I can just see from looking at the powder that it is a little more yellow. I have noticed this in a lot of my Makeup Forever products and other products that do a lot of yellow undertones. I think CoverFX has yellow undertones, that my skin, I just don't like the way that it looks with yellow undertone anymore. I'm just I like the neutral, and I'm gonna stay with the neutral. So let's zoom it in. So it does come with this little, it comes with a microfiber on one side and then a regular sponge on the other. I'm gonna use the microfiber, and I just wanna see if it'll cover up this burn I got going on here. That's a no. So the microfiber is a no. The other side, let's see. Okay, so the other side is what you would use to like cover up. I'm just gonna blend that out because I don't really want to cover it up, to be honest with you guys, because it's just gonna look super dark. I like having a sponge, but I don't know. It seems a lot to take up this whole spot for a sponge. So looking at it up close, it's done a pretty good job. It's definitely blurred out my skin. I kind of can't I'm trying hard to get past the fact that it looks super yellow, but I'm personally having some trouble because it's just not the shade that I would want to go for, and all the rest of them are going to be yellow too because they're all yellow undertones. But there are 30 shades in the whole line, which for a powder foundation I feel like seems like, I don't know, because powder can kind of suit a lot more skin tones than a foundation because it's just much of a lighter coverage. So maybe that'll work out. I don't know. I'll have to go to Sephora and see if I can find the shade that I like best. But I am like liking the texture of it so far. It's not really, it's just evening out my skin tone. I'll probably spray a light setting spray on it just so that it doesn't look this powdery. I know that's something I do not do in my Foundation Fridays, but I feel like I really need to just because I wasn't not going for a matte look. But then again, it really isn't super matte. Like you could still see like my sunscreen and everything underneath because I still have that sheen like a little bit on my cheeks. I don't know, guys. I'm really not mad at it right now. I'm not mad at it. I ain't mad today. Yeah, I'm really not hating it. So I'm going to keep this on all day as I normally would. I'm going to the city in about an hour or so. And I'm gonna be there until dinner time, so we'll be able to give this powder foundation a really good run for its money. I think it's supposed to just be a really beautiful day today, so we'll see how this foundation holds up. I will come back, let you guys know my thoughts, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, I almost forgot, but here's the final look. So here it is with bronzer, blush, highlight, all that fun stuff on. I mean, it still looks like powder foundation to me. Just powder foundation and nothing really. I am surprised at how much coverage in general it is giving me, but I think my really big concern is how it's going to last throughout the day, because I know a lot of powder foundations, like I feel like towards the end of the day they're not even on your face. So let's see how this lasts for a 6 to 8 hour day, and then I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like at the very end of the day, and we'll talk. Hello you guys, I am back from a long day. I just feel like slow. Alright, so it is right now 8:45. It is almost 9 o'clock. I put this foundation on at, I caught an 11:30 train, which I can't believe I caught that train. So I've had this foundation on since around 11 o'clock, so it's been a solid... I've had this powder foundation on for about 10 hours. Now, let me tell you guys, I did actually get some compliments as to like what foundation I had on my skin, and I don't have foundation on, I just have powder, so that's good. That was very good. I was actually very surprised. I even asked them, I was like, really? Let's zoom you in. Let's talk about this powder foundation from Makeup Forever. So it did start to get oily on my forehead. I was sweating like a pig today. So we're just gonna like dab that a little. I was sweating so much because my Smarty Pants butt decided to walk everywhere today in the city. There really isn't any like creasing going on, like just the normal creasing that I always have going on my forehead up here, because I have a crease in my forehead, so I should just stop mentioning that altogether. I am actually impressed, you guys. It really doesn't look bad at all. The only thing, it did get oily on my forehead, but it is a powder. We can definitely, you know, touch up with it. It looks a little blotchy right here, but I think that's kind of just a me thing. Human error. But like if we look at it from this angle, from kind of far away, it really doesn't look bad at all. Like everything is still there, the powder is still on, it looks good. I have really nothing bad to say at all. So I'm very happy with how this foundation came out and how it lasted. So after 10 hours of wear, this powder foundation actually held up more than a lot of foundations I've worn and tested out lately. So I'm very happy with the way that this wore. So try it out. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are in the comments below. Let me know what type of skin you have and whether or not this foundation worked out for you, if you like powder foundation or if you don't. I'm very happy that I ended up doing a video on these guys. So yeah, that's all I have for today before I babble on. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time in Foundation for Friday. Subscribe, check out my other videos. Bye.